How to raise prices without losing customers, even if you should. So, the problem is most of the time when most businesses raise prices, it backfires and it leads to your clients or customers going to your competitors. So, I want to help you do it in a way that doesn't do that, in a way that actually won't let your customers feel it as harshly. And there's a lot of little tactics and strategies to it, so that's why I want to consult my favorite consultant, ChatGPT. How do you know if it's actually time to raise your prices or if you're just being greedy? And how do you do it without losing customers, even if you are being greedy? Can you give me some examples? And what's the worst way businesses can announce a price increase? And what can we learn from these terrible ideas in order to do it in a more gentle and effective way?
Knowing when it's actually time to raise your prices, and not just because you're feeling greedy, comes down to a few key indicators. First, evaluate your costs. If your operating costs have gone up significantly, materials, labor, overhead, it's a natural reason to raise prices to maintain your profit margins. Another reason is if demand for your product or service has significantly increased, or if you've improved the quality of what you're offering, making it more valuable. If you're delivering better results or offering a more premium experience than before, that's a valid reason to increase prices as well. However, if you're raising prices simply because you want more profit, without considering whether your customers are getting more value, it could feel like greed. If you're not providing anything new or improving your service, raising prices may alienate your customers and make them feel like they're not getting enough value for what they're paying. To raise your prices without losing customers, be transparent and communicate the reasons behind the increase. Let your customers know that the price increase is necessary due to rising costs or improved quality. Offering a bit of advance notice, like a month or two, gives your customers time to adjust, and it helps soften the blow. For example, a small bakery could say, "We've had to adjust our prices due to rising ingredient costs, but we're committed to maintaining the high-quality products you love. Thank you for supporting us as we grow." That's transparent and customer-friendly. The worst way businesses can announce a price increase is with a cold, impersonal email or a sudden price hike with no explanation. A vague, "Due to changes in the market, we've updated our pricing," doesn't build trust. It creates frustration. It feels like you're not valuing the customer's loyalty. To avoid these mistakes, frame the price increase around value. Instead of just saying we're raising prices, you could say, "As part of our ongoing effort to improve, we've made some exciting upgrades, and we're raising prices to better reflect the value of the service you're receiving." This makes the price increase feel justified and appreciated, rather than like a hit to the customer's wallet. Also, reward loyal customers by giving them early access to the old price, or offering them something extra for sticking with you. For example, as a thank you for being a loyal customer, you can lock in your current rate for the next 6 months before we make the price adjustment. By showing appreciation and clearly linking the price increase to improvements or necessary costs, you avoid the trap of sounding greedy and keep your customers' trust intact.
And those are just ways to announce it to the customer, but how do you actually increase it in a strategic way that doesn't backfire? And what's the worst way to practically increase the price? And why do some customers complain about higher prices but still pay for expensive coffee and sneakers? How do we create more perceived value for our product or service?
Increasing your prices strategically is all about timing, communication, and gradual transitions to avoid backlash. Here's a breakdown of how to do it without backfiring. 1. Start with your most loyal customers. Consider offering them a grandfather clause or letting them keep the old pricing for a certain period, e.g. the next 6 months. This will show that you value their loyalty and aren't just jumping straight into a price hike without consideration for those who have been supporting you. 2. Raise prices gradually. Instead of a dramatic spike, increase prices in small increments over time. This allows customers to adjust to the new price without feeling like they've been hit all at once. For example, instead of increasing your prices by 20% overnight, you might raise them by 5% every 6 months. 3. Bundle and add value. When raising prices, consider offering new bundles, extras, or upgraded options that make the price increase feel like a value addition rather than a penalty. For example, a gym could raise membership fees but include additional perks such as new classes, free consultations, or discounted services. 4. Provide advance notice. Announcing the price increase ahead of time gives customers a chance to adjust and make decisions, especially if they're on the fence about continuing with your product or service. A month or more notice is ideal. You could say, due to rising costs and our commitment to providing quality, we're updating our prices starting on date. Lock in today at the current price. The worst way to practically increase prices is to make the change sudden and unannounced, or worse, to hide the price increase in the fine print. Customers hate feeling blindsided or like they've been taken advantage of. It can backfire badly if they feel they weren't given an opportunity to decide whether it's worth it. Additionally, upcharging without any explanation or reason, or doing it secretly, creates distrust and resentment. As for why customers will complain about higher prices but still spend money on expensive coffee and sneakers, it comes down to perceived value. Coffee chains and sneaker brands aren't just selling a product, they're selling an experience, a feeling, or even a status symbol. People are willing to spend money on these things because the perceived value is high, even though the product itself may not cost that much to make. You can create more perceived value for your product or service by focusing on a few strategies. 1. Highlight quality. If your product or service is genuinely higher quality than competitors, make sure that's front and center in your marketing. Showcase craftsmanship, materials, or attention to detail that make your offering unique. 2. Create an emotional connection. People are more likely to pay more for something they feel emotionally connected to. Tell the story behind your business or the products you offer, whether it's about your journey, the people you serve, or the cause you support. This builds a sense of community and loyalty. 3. Offer exceptional service. Customer service can be the deciding factor in whether someone feels your product is worth the price. Providing personalized, attentive service makes customers feel like they're getting a premium experience, even if the price is higher. 4. Limit availability. If your product or service feels exclusive or hard to get, customers may perceive it as more valuable. Consider creating limited edition products or offering exclusive access to services that make your business feel like a premium offering. By making your price increase strategic, adding perceived value to your product or service, and engaging customers emotionally, you can raise prices without alienating your market.
Can you please explain what's the principle behind the grandfathered pricing strategy and how it works, and when it has utility to be used, and what's the biggest pricing mistake that actually causes businesses to lose customers, and the psychology behind that?
The grandfathered pricing strategy is based on the principle of rewarding loyalty and showing appreciation for long-time customers. The idea is that existing customers are allowed to keep the old pricing for a certain period of time, even after a price increase for new customers. This makes them feel valued and prevents them from feeling like they're being punished for sticking with your business. It works because people don't like change, especially when it feels unfair or like they're being taken advantage of. Grandfathered pricing helps to soften the blow of a price increase by giving loyal customers a sense of continuity and stability. They get to keep the benefits they've been enjoying. It's a way to balance the need to increase prices while still maintaining customer satisfaction. This strategy is useful when you want to raise prices but don't want to alienate existing customers. It makes them feel like you're prioritizing their loyalty. You're introducing a significant change in pricing, and you want to ease existing customers into the new pricing structure. You're rebranding or changing your service offering, i.e. adding features or bundling products, and want to make sure your core customers aren't left feeling like they're missing out. The biggest pricing mistake that causes businesses to lose customers is raising prices too quickly or without justification. When a business raises prices without providing enough explanation or value to back up the increase, customers feel betrayed.
Also, before you go, please check out my website, vortexranker.com, where we help local businesses around the world rank higher and optimize for Google Maps and local SEO. So just check it out. We have a free consultation with me personally for 30 minutes at a time most convenient to you of your choosing. So just if you want to talk to me and say hi and tell me about your business, just book a free consultation and we can have a nice conversation. Anyway, that's it. Take care.